Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Neyssa with XPansive Taste, and today I got a rant brewing in me. I'm feeling a little spicy. I'm holding a little bit of a grudge against the raw vegan community, the raw till 4, the 80-10-10, the 95-5. All of you guys. I'm looking at you, Freely the Banana Girl, because y'all really had me. Y'all had me back in 2013 to 2015. And for me, it was very much a canon experience, and it's pretty related to who I am and just like my whole background story. Not the whole, but just a little bit. It's a big part of my childhood, I guess. So not everything was completely wrong about this this community, this lifestyle. I did learn some things because of the content that was in YouTube. I did become a little bit more educated about diet and nutrition. Because of it, I still very much enjoy incorporating vegetables and plant-based foods into my lifestyle. And you know, just to prove it, I got my raw vegan drink over here. It's some beet, carrot, and what's it called? And cucumber juice. So that's what I'm gonna be sipping on. Yeah, so it wasn't all bad, but in general, I got beef with y'all. I got beef with y'all because y'all really had me looking a mess. Back in high school, y'all really had me looking a mess, being so much of an outcast. I mean, I owned it confidently, but it was still very much not necessary at all. I mean, I'm sure we all went through some phases in high school, and for me, it was my raw vegan, my raw till 4 phase. And if I'm honest, maybe there was more harm done than good. For one, I'm gonna state the obvious. If you know, you know. The thing about this raw till 4 lifestyle, this raw vegan thing, this fruitarian thing, convincing me that I'm a fruitarian. Anyways, the thing about the whole diet was that you were supposed to eat about 2,500 calories as a woman and 3,000 calories as a man. And it's pretty much all supposed to be coming from mostly fruit. The raw till 4 diet pretty much looks like, you know, for breakfast you eat 5 bananas, and then for lunch you eat a big bowl of mangoes, maybe a little salad on the side. You snack on some dates throughout the day, and then for dinner you eat like 4 boiled potatoes or 4 baked potatoes or a big bowl of rice with some vegetables. And that's your cooked meal for dinner. And me eating like that, of course, I gained weight. In 2 months, I gained 15 pounds. I got on the diet because I wanted to look better. I wanted to lose some weight, but instead, in 2 months, my weight just went because I was convinced. Y'all convinced me that I needed to eat 2,500 calories. I was over here drinking so much sugar. Every single day before school, I would have multiple bananas in my smoothie. And then for lunch, I'd have another smoothie that was pineapples and grapefruit. And I was out here eating tomatoes like they were apples in public in front of other people. I took chunks out of tomatoes and ate it like apples. And then at home, I would be so hungry because guess what? There's not enough protein in fruit, and y'all try to convince me that I didn't need to eat protein. Now I'm smarter than that, and I'm eating at least 80 grams of protein a day. But yeah, I would be so hungry coming home, and I would eat so many potatoes, such a big bowl of rice. And after that, I'd be knocked out. But on this diet, oh my goodness, I just felt so tired and slow. Yeah, I did not feel energized like y'all tried to convince me into thinking that I would feel. And I really did believe, because of what Freely was saying, it was metabolic damage. My body was so damaged by the standard American diet and eating all this greasy food and the sad American diet. Because of all that, I had metabolic damage and my body needed time to recover and get used to the yummy fruits that my body was craving. But yeah, I kept at it and I just kept gaining weight, and it was not working for me at all. And everyone would comment on this and try to warn me from the path I was going. Of course, my parents saw that I was gaining weight and it wasn't working out, and they saw me eat half a whole watermelon in a day, and it was concerning. And rightfully so. Like, the amount of watermelon I would just eat at one sitting. Crazy. I went to the bathroom so many times a day. So many times a day, number one and number two, but we don't need to get into that, okay? I said it, it's done. Let's move on. But other than that, I can also remember just the strange things I would get into, these strange things that I would try. For example, I was out here really going to school with, like, pulling a freaking romaine head out of my backpack, and it's like stuffed with this vegan tuna salad in there. And this was a recipe for the so-called vegan hoagie. And during theater rehearsals, when we were having snack time, I pulled out a head of romaine lettuce with some chickpea tuna salad in there, and I was just munching. I was just out there munching on romaine lettuce like it was normal. And of course, I got questions, and I was just like, I don't know, it's vegan. This is how I eat. Y'all really had me out there looking goofy. And there are so many trends within the whole raw vegan, raw till 4 community. Like, for example, going braless. I had no problem with that. Honestly, I still to this day sometimes go braless. I'm fine, I'm chilling, I'm loosey-goosey. But that was something that everyone practiced. No one wore bras in the raw vegan community. But also, there was the whole not wearing shoes thing. It suddenly became a thing where the common knowledge was that shoes are so unhealthy for our feet, and our feet aren't designed to have evolved to be so useless. We shouldn't be protecting our feet so much with these thick soles that don't allow us to use all the muscles in our feet. So you gotta be barefoot and let your feet touch the ground and start to work those muscles that don't get worked, and, you know, really communicate with the earth, the ground, and all this beautiful, you know, evolution stuff. And yeah, I can understand that being, you know, maybe a positive benefit if you're like walking on grass and whatnot, you know, walking in nature, as long as it's safe and there aren't like a bunch of like thorns on the floor or whatever. But I was really out here living my barefoot life, again, in theater rehearsals, just being barefoot, getting all that inside of the building dirt on my feet, just because I could. Just because I could. Yes, I had people asking me, I was like, I like being barefoot. It's better for my feet this way. And, you know, I was just out here looking goofy. And I can recall, like, walking home from school and thinking, oh, this is a good opportunity for me to walk barefoot so that I can connect with the ground and really use my feet muscles to the best ability. And I would take my slippers off and walk on that hot sidewalk. And I endured it because I felt like I needed to really feel the ground. I felt like this was the best possible thing for me. I also felt like I needed to train my feet to use the muscles better and to possibly even grow like a tougher sole on my foot, you know, like build up those calluses, you know, make my feet nice, hard, and strong so that I can endure anything and truly be an animal with the earth. Now, there are some cool things that I picked up from the raw vegan community, like, for example, the zero waste movement. They were very much, you know, a part of that, very environmentally friendly. And I like that part. Also very conscious about chemicals and what you shouldn't put in your body. One of that being deodorant. I did try some alternative deodorants, and I can say that one of the recommendations was terrible, first of all, or two actually. I tried the alum salt blocks. That didn't work for me. My armpit stunk. I tried the baking soda coconut oil deodorant, and it kind of worked, but then it also just made my armpits start to peel and itch and build a rash, so I had to stop that. But one thing that did work was lemon. Putting a slice of lemon under my armpits still works. It's amazing how well lemon works under the armpits to just remove stench. It obviously doesn't like stop you from sweating, but it does deodorize and just keep you odor free. And I got a little story when it comes to this whole lemon as deodorant thing. So I would sometimes go to school with a slice of deodorant in a Ziploc bag and put it in my backpack, because, you know, sometimes I just felt like I needed to reapply it, you know, just in case, have a little backup plan. But one day I kind of just like forgot it in my backpack and it started to ferment and I completely forgot about it. Like the next day in school or whatever, my backpack was on the table and then my classmate was over here like sniffing around. He was like, "Your backpack smells like lemons." Like, yeah, that's lemons. And then I'm just over here like frozen. My fight or flight senses were triggered and I just froze because what can I say at this point? Like, yeah, my backpack smells like lemons because I got a slice of lemon just in my backpack for my deodorant. That's what I put under my armpits to deodorize myself, and it's just fermenting in there because I forgot about it, and that's why my backpack smells so strong of lemons. Like, no, that's embarrassing. It was a pretty embarrassing moment, and I could not tell him anything. I could not tell him the truth. I did not know how to avert the conversation. I just kind of like sat there a little, sorry, no answers. That was just another thing that had me looking all goofy, although I do recommend lemons as deodorant. There's a lot more that I learned from the raw vegan community, and there's probably a whole lot of negatives and a whole lot of trauma associated with my time being consumed by it. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye, beautiful people. I send you my love. Mwah. Bisous.